It's 5 o'clock, and you know what time it is? It's Cinco de Bollo!
¡Au!
Bacalacapap.
¡Ay, ay, ay, ay!
Ya tú sabes.
Pepe, it's not Cinco de Bollo, it's Cinco de Mayo.
The same thing, no?
It's 5 o'clock.
Oye, I'm going to tell you right now, ya la pinga. Esto ahora, I don't even, what the fuck is going on here?
What's going on?
Wah.
We're live.
Oye, it's Cinco de Bollo. Welcome to the show. It's Cinco de Mayo, special edition. Que viva los mexicanos, coño! Epa, ya tú sabes how we're doing this today. We're celebrating.
Is this to like let it? Are we supposed to tell you why we're grateful for Mexicans? Is that what Cinco de Mayo is about?
Escucha esto, mira el Jay aquí, esto diciendo, yo al fin cojo el show live, qué vuelta tío, qué vuelta Jay, coño, ¿qué pasa viejo? Ya veo que estás siempre complaining en la mierda esta que nunca coges el show live, ¿qué pasa viejo? ¿Qué está pasando mi brother? Coño, tienes que ponerte para tu número brother. Oye, espero que toda la gente esté por allá with the happiness in full effect, because today is happy, joy, happy. Hoy es día 5 de mayo. Hoy sí que, you know, you may not. Julie, qué hola. Hello from Dallas, coño, pingadísimo. Hello, Julie. Qué vuelta, Grim, coño, qué hola. Aquí te voy a decir que hoy es Houston, coño, en pingao. Houston, everybody in Houston. We got fucking Dallas. I love it. Hacer esto tan pingadísimo. Today is Happy Day Thursday.
Oh, happy day.
Normally it's what is it? It's Taro Thursday or Titty Thursday or Tortilla Thursday, whichever happens to happen. I guess today would be closest to Tortilla Thursday because it's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah,
you
and it's
know,
tortillas and
bollos. They eat tortillas and
tacos look like vaginas.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it's called. Pink tacos.
Do you just repeat everything that you hear outside with your little stupid friends that don't get any pussy ever?
No, Pepe.
That's why your friends don't get laid lately? That's why your friends don't get any pussy, because they're a bunch of fucking, I don't even know. I don't even have a word for them.
No, Pepe. Pink Taco's a restaurant in LA, and I just...
Pink, how many times have you been to LA?
I don't know.
How many times?
Numerous? Really?
Tell me the last time. When was the last time you went there?
2011.
Why do you lie? Why do you just lie?
2011.
You've never been there.
Cinco, you don't know?
All that was a line that somebody told you. Says, hey, there's a restaurant called Pink
Taco
Taco in LA.
Taco.
Would you like to come with me? No, Lily.
Why would somebody invite me to go to Pink Taco in LA?
That was just somebody telling you that they want to grab you and give you some bit of the chorizo for your Pink Taco. Did you not know that?
No, that's not what they meant.
Yes, it is what they meant, but you're too stupid to realize that because you're a young girl.
That's not nice.
You're just too young to realize it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Bueno, mi gente, I hope everybody's having a great time. Today, shout out to
Happy birthday, Marco.
Vaya, Marquito. Happy birthday to you. 40th birthday, everybody.
Can I do a happy birthday song? Happy birthday to you.
Lily. That's it.
That's all I get?
Pero como es negro, no habla español. He can only understand a little. Maybe un shout out. Al socio. His name is I. I want to shout out to Isaac. Thank you for listening, Isaac, and thank you for putting up with the parts that you don't understand to listen to the parts that you do understand. I'd also like to give a shout out to Big Pussy, because that's exactly what I'm celebrating tonight.
Tonight? Why
tonight? Oh, estoy, because, because I feel a kinship with all of my Mexican brothers and sisters. Today is their celebration. Today is their celebration, So because I'm not Mexican, I'm Cuban, but we all have solidarity and we feel pride and we cheer on for each other. I'm going to celebrate today with them too, but I'm going to celebrate something that I can really get behind as well, that I'll feel a little bit better, or, a little bit more intrinsic, like oh yes, like a stakeholder. And I'm celebrating today, Thursday, Big Pussy Thursday. Today is Big Pussy Thursday, and I cannot wait to get in. A ver, Lily sounds happy. No es más la pesada. No, she's not. Andrea, it's very true.
Why? Because I'm Central American, so I get to celebrate it by proxy, you know?
Coño, también es el birthday de Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, coño, happy birthday to you too, my friend. Yo, mira, you, Marquito, happy birthday. Todo el mundo today celebrating el Cinco de Mayo. That's a fucking great.
I'll sing like a sing-a-gram, those things where you sing happy birthday. Just let me know.
No,
Put in your request.
Oye, check this out. We got people in Seattle listening too. Oh man, this is great, man. I'm very happy that we have so many people here from all over these great United States listening to us. And speaking of these great United States, did you see? Bueno, why don't you go ahead and give out the number?
Give us a call at 305-835-8080.
One more time.
305-853-8080. Again, 305-853-8080.
You know that you gave the number two different ways right there, right?
Wow.
Why don't you just give it out one way, the right way,
I
Lily?
did. It's funny. So AG says that I finally got some pinga and I'm happy. No, I'm just happy because I'm gonna get wasted tonight and I never get drunk.
Yeah, I think
tonight. I bought a case of tequila. And tonight it's going down.
No, I think you're gonna go down, and you're gonna wake up tomorrow with your ass a little bit, a little burning. You're gonna wake up with some burning on your culo, and it's not gonna be tapatio sauce, honey. It's not tapatio sauce that's gonna be burning in your butthole.
Pepe,
Oh yeah, shout out.
I got
Get what here? Hello, say hello everybody to my friend, the good our co-host here, Bachi Balls. Hello, Bachi Balls.
I'm here.
Pepe.
Present.
I'm not going to have that.
Profesor.
Ya tú sabes. What's going on, my friend? How you doing, Bachi Boss?
Trying to get out of the Cinco de Mayo traffic, bro. Ay, madre.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, man. Cinco de Mayo traffic is fucking Cinco de Jodido, man. It's crazy out there. I don't even know what the fuck. Let me tell you something.
There's a bunch of bandits on the street. You like that one?
No. Isn't that a little fucking racist, Lily? That's not.
No.
You're not supposed to say that.
Why? I'm Central American. I can say it. There's banditos.
Listen to that.
You know, my mother, you want to hear a little Mexican story? My mother, she was driving from Nicaragua to Florida, and they got robbed in Mexico by guys on a horse, like banditos. Like, they literally got robbed in, like, the 70s by a bunch of, like, Mexican cowboys.
Okay.
I just thought it's a little Mexican history. Like,
great. Okay. Oh, yeah, coño, mira esto. Jay Cruz tell us that his cousin Days told him about us. Coño, pingadísimo. Days is a very good friend of, I want to say it's the same Days from Hialeah. If it's Days from Hialeah, that's a good friend of the show. Real good friend, personal friend of mine. Love that guy to death. Shout out to Days. And, coño, shout out to everybody out there. We got
shout
Atlanta.
Out to everybody in Hialeah.
Coño, we got Atlanta listening. We got all Seattle, Houston. Vaya, you know, I would say that I feel a little bit like a Drake song, only I don't have a vagina. Isn't that nice?
I don't get that, but okay.
Because you have to yeah. You see that how I'm ahead of the ball with you? You're the Drake fan. You're the Drake fan, and you didn't even catch it at the Houston Land.
That song is like 7 years old. You're not ahead of anything. You're 7 years late, baby.
Well, I think, you know, today we might be cutting the show a little short because,
let
me tell you, because I am you know what I got waiting for me about 3 blocks away from here? I got all kinds of partying and all kinds of great shit. I cannot wait to have a good time.
I can't wait either.
In one of the many bars here in Miami that are going to be what is it like? They're going to set up their decorations to be as Mexican and as ethnically stereotypical, I guess you could say, as possible. They're just going to put up a bunch of fucking, you know, stereotypical Mexican shit and serve tequila, but fuck it.
But
you know it's a good time. I'm not going to complain.
Behind every stereotype, there's some truth. You know, I don't think there's ever been a stereotype that doesn't have some truth behind it.
Oh yeah,
don't
you know,
think?
like yeah, exactly. Well, I'm Afro-Cuban, and the one that they say about Afro-Cuban puppets having huge dicks is completely true.
I mean,
I can completely attest to that. 100% true.
I think that's just Africans in general, no? Shit. Like Mandingo,
I don't know.
that whole Mandingo thing.
Okay, first of all, Lily, you know, you need to stop what the fuck you're talking. If you're not,
Why?
you don't even know
I
what the
know
fuck
what
you're
I'm
talking
saying.
about.
I know the history behind the
you
word.
You don't know anything. If you're the one that's going
I
to be
watch Roots, bro.
Oye, listen, you need to shut the fuck up before you inadvertently offend somebody with your stupid shit that you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Cállate la boca, mijita. Ay, Dios mío. Listen, when you're going to take that time in Africa and you're going to be volunteering, right? You said the Peace Corps and all that shit. When is it? When are you leaving for that shit?
Next year.
Next year. Okay. When you leave, like a month after you get there, you can take a dick survey of wherever it is that you are in Africa. I don't know what country you're going to, but whatever it was.
I don't go over there.
You should go over there with a tape measure and then call me back. Call me while you're there, while I'm on the show, and then tell me, Mira, Pepe, the average penis size here in wherever is X, and then we can, there you go.
I mean,
Rwanda.
You would have to fund my study because
no.
I'm
That's
not
what the
going
Peace
over
Corps.
there.
That's what the Peace Corps is doing.
Over for that.
That's what the Peace Corps is doing. Okay. So what's in the news today, mijita? Oye, Anthony, qué volado, brother. ¿Cómo tú estás?
Esa cristiana go over there. The first thing they do is measure, huh?
Yep, Lily's gonna go over there and measure. I just hope she doesn't use her mouth as a measuring stick.
No.
Bebe, did you hear the House Speaker Paul Ryan? He said that he's not ready to back the Republican presidential front runner, not front runner anymore. The next Republican.
What do you? Could you get the fucking malanga out of your mouth and finish the sentence, please?
I'm saying, did you hear about Paul Ryan saying that he's not ready to support Trump in his bid for the White House?
I just did.
The speaker, the head, or almost like the head of the Republican Party, says that he's not ready to back Trump. But here, that's another politician not backing up what their word, because a couple months ago he said that he would support Trump no matter what, and now, like every politician, he's backpedaling and changing his tune. What do you think of that?
I mean, I think it's fucking crazy. I think it's insane that all of us, I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't have a horse in this race anymore. After Marquito was, after Marquito was no longer in the running, and they brought that third party candidate Bollo for 2016.
Is that
that's
the Green Party?
That's the
the Green Clean.
Hopefully not.
No?
It's the Independent Party, Independent Pussy. But that's what can I tell you? That's the Republican Party, and that's what's going on over there. What am I going to do about it? They're fractured on that side. On the Democrats, they don't get that shit together, man. They're going to lose the election.
I mean, look what happened.
Same shit's going on in the fucking Democratic
but
side.
not as bad. Actually, I was reading something about Hillary today. They're interviewing a bunch of her aides, but they're saying that they have no evidence to back up like their investigation. They have no evidence that would support like the claim saying that she violated certain laws. So it's actually looking good for her on that side. But on the Republican end of it, seems to be a mess because Mitt Romney, John McCain, both President Bush's and I don't know who else, they're not speaking at the convention, which is a big, it's a first because usually when, the Republican convention they have the people that have like former presidents.
Okay, Lily, I got it. Yeah, we got it. We got it.
I'm bringing you fucking news.
Got it, Lily.
Politics.
No problem, Lily. Thank you for that.
Tony,
Appreciate it.
Tony, I see in the chat room you're talking about Johnny Manziel. Why don't you for those, Pepe, have you heard of what happened to him?
Johnny Manziel, is that the guy from Cleveland?
Yeah, well, he used to be on Cleveland.
That was wasn't that the guy that Mr. Johnny Football, or the guy that Drake used to talk about all the time?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened with him, Anthony?
No, I was just looking at it right now. I didn't mean to cut anybody off. But
No, please.
He turned himself into police yesterday for a domestic charge or whatever.
He turned it. Wait, back up. He turned himself into a police for what now?
For domestic violence. A caerle galletazo a the ex-novia there.
He beat the shit out of his ex-wife or girlfriend or whatever?
Ex-chick, yeah. And then today he flipped off all the media when he got out of his court appearance.
Hey, do me a favor, Tony. Hey, get a little closer to your microphone there for me.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, perfect. So he flipped his people off, the media off?
Yeah, bro.
That guy's having the worst month. He not only did he get dropped by the Browns, I think he got dropped by his management as well.
Wait a second. Isn't this the guy that was supposed to be the fucking guy, the next fucking...
the next fill in the blank?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, the next Tim Tebow.
Minus the religion, minus the.
Well, he ain't very Christian, bro.
Well, I don't know what. I mean, he was like the next shit, wasn't he? Wasn't he supposed to be like the next guy? The same way that Tim Tebow was supposed to be the guy when Tim Tebow fucking You know, when they drafted him, wasn't it? Or am I talking shit?
Yeah,
here?
you're right. Tim Tebow
they
was
drafted
supposed
him in
to
the
be
first round, bro.
Yeah, it was the first round. Yeah, and I mean, I remember this guy being the fucking talk of the town.
the bee's knees.
Because everybody was talking. What was it? LeBron was doing
Drake,
videos
he
with
had a
him.
bunch of cosigns. He had Drake co-signing him.
Okay, hold on a second, Lily. What makes you think that a fucking Drake co-sign means anything to me in life other than the fact that if he co-signs somebody, it automatically means they're a pussy? For me, if you tell me that you got a Drake co-sign, that's all you're telling me is that you have a enlarged clitoris where you should have a penis.
Well,
so don't even come to me with the first thing. Like I said to you that he had a LeBron co-sign. That's a co-sign from a fucking... Could you shut up? That's a cosign from a fucking athlete, from a fucking stellar athlete, from somebody that's, representing all that shit.
So why is Odell Beckham like talking about how he lives with Drake? Why is he saying that as like a point of pride? Like that's the wide receiver for the Giants, who's I don't know. Maybe really he hot came right now. Maybe he came into. That he lives with Drake. He's telling people in interviews that he lives with Drake.
I don't know.
Obviously it's a sign.
Lily, I don't know. So you know what? We live in a new fucking world where everybody, it's okay to come out and say things. It's not like before in the 90s where hip hop people and sports guys couldn't come out and say that they weren't into certain things. Now we live in a different time. We already had a gay football player, so who gives a shit? Now we got another one.
It's to my point exactly. Like Drake co-sign is like a fucking. It's a.
But you're missing the fucking point. The point that I'm saying is that que pinga me importa a mí que un co-sign a Johnny Manziel is going to make him any good. That doesn't make him any good. That just makes him a little bit more of a pussy.
Makes him like more relevant in like.
Oh,
the
it makes him more. Oh, it makes him relevant in the sports. Imagínate, you get a co-sign from Drake in football. Suddenly, you're worth $20 million more. Dala para la pinga.
I didn't
¿Qué te
say
parece
that.
eso, Tony Bachibas?
That's retarded, bro. I'm sorry, bro. This kid's been nothing but a screw up ever since he made it into the NFL. And all that
bro,
shit.
there's stories. I don't know if it's true or not, but there were some stories that I heard back in the day. It really wasn't that long ago. Something about him getting caught doing cocaine.
Yeah.
Was it in space or here in Miami? I don't remember. It was somewhere.
He got Vegas with like a rolled up 20 and shit.
Some shit like that. Yeah, that he got caught doing some blow at some place, and I was like, well, why don't whatever.
He's a little rich kid. Like he comes from an affluent family. He's had a drug problem. It's been a known problem even before they signed him since college that he's had a drug and alcohol problem. So this isn't a surprise to anybody.
And now he's beating the shit. A ver, Lily, bueno, mi gente, después me conecto para oír el show. Te quiero y me quedo corto. Pepe y Lily también, even though she's always on that political shit. Jade's calling you out for being always on that political shit. Viste, Lily?
My bad for always being on that political shit.
Yeah, well, there you go. But let me ask you a question because I didn't really keep up with the Cleveland Browns last season or any season for that matter because I don't like to follow shit.
You don't like to
personally?
I
don't know. I don't really. The only fucking Brown that I follow is when I take a shit, and that's about as good as the Cleveland Browns. So I don't need to be following Cleveland's fucking.
You're throwing up on the mic.
What do you want me to tell you? It's what it is. Que pinga me importa a mí.
It's not even
Cleveland hasn't had a relevant team in any sport in the last 100 years. You know why? Because they haven't had a relevant city ever. So fuck them.
I mean,
fuck
what's
Cleveland.
the best thing? Let's look up what's the best thing that's come out of Cleveland.
The
Maybe
movie,
Cleveland Clinic?
The movie.
I frequent that often.
The movie. Why? You got fucking STDs that often that you got to go get them checked out?
No, you asshole. I'd actually go to, if I had STDs, I'd go to Planned Parenthood. But I go to Cleveland Clinic.
Anyway, whatever. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but because you said Cleveland Clinic, that's where you go get your fucking AIDS test and your chlamydia.
Fuck.
Oh my God, no.
Who said that? I don't go.
What do you mean who said that? Me? I've had chlamydia 2 times in the last 5 years.
I said Cleveland.
15 years, not 5.
It's the best clinic. It's the best hospital in the South Florida area.
Well, that doesn't say much about Cleveland, does it, Lily?
I mean, it produces a good hospital.
Well, it's in fucking Miami, isn't it? So you know what the best thing that ever came out of Cleveland was? The movie Major League. That's it. That's it. That's the only shit that came out of Cleveland that was any good. Cleveland will host the Republican. Oh, Kid Cudi. Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good. Kid Cudi. Cleveland will host the Republican convention this year. Imagínate tú. Bojón, a fin.
Can you believe BuzzFeed actually has a list of 25 reasons why Cleveland is the best? Who wrote this? The board of
the mayor of fucking Cleveland wrote that shit on BuzzFeed. That's who wrote it.
So they have A Christmas Story. That's a Cleveland
The Christmas
A Christmas Story, the movie, you know, with the
with the little kid.
That's from Cleveland.
No, it's not. It takes place in Cleveland.
Yeah, and it was filmed at the Rock and Roll.
Yeah, do you remember?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hold on a second. Do you remember that movie?
Of course.
Okay, the movie was great, but do you remember the environment that kid lived in?
Horrible.
It was a fucking piece of shit.
I think it's like the 50s.
So, palapinga with that. Anyway, next.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry was produced in Cleveland?
She's from Cleveland. Paul Newman. Best ranch on the market, ranch sauce, because you know Newman's.
Next, Lily. All of these things so far, except for Halle
Cleveland.
Berry, everything that
The
you've
Rock and
mentioned,
Roll Hall of Fame.
everything that you've mentioned up until now, except for Halle Berry, are things that I don't fuck with. Now I'll fuck Halle Berry, but I don't know if that means that I fuck with her. Go ahead, continue.
You don't fuck with her. It says the beaches.
The beaches. Escucha pa eso. Yeah, so that's a real fucking
It's
accurate
cheap.
list. It's cheap. You know why it's cheap? Because there's nothing to do or nobody that wants. There's nobody. Nothing is there. There's nothing. Nothing.
The Cleveland Orchestra, it's the third most recorded in the world.
Oh, yeah. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Really? Since when does rock and roll need a Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame.
A real Hall of Fame? A real Hall of Fame? Like, you know, really? You're going to measure that by Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Did you know that Miami has the fucking swimming Hall of Fame? That's not a joke, really. That's fucking true. That's not because there's a million Cubans here or anything, but they really do have the swimming Hall of Fame.
Like for swimmers?
No, for fucking what? For taking a shit. Yes, obviously for swimming, Lily. What else?
I've been to the Fishing Hall of Fame here at the Bass Museum.
The what?
The Fishing Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they have well, right next to it is the Swimming Hall of Fame.
I mean,
no, we got the fishing one in Bass Pro Shop.
Bass Pro Shop, yeah.
Yeah, they got the Swimmers
Now,
Hall of
one
Fame. Right
Bacero's in there either. That's not fair.
Am I wrong? Am I fucking confusing
Let's
the
look it up.
Fishers Hall of Fame with the Swimmers Hall of Fame?
Maybe.
Probably, yeah, am I?
You probably are,
Yeah,
but it's okay.
Whatever. Okay, what else?
Yeah, no, you're right. The International Swimming Hall of Fame is located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
There you go. You see? You see that I know what the fuck I'm talking about? You know why?
You said Miami. That's not Miami.
I mean, it's South Florida. It's the same shit.
Now you're claiming Fort Lauderdale?
I mean, South Florida, yeah. I mean, it's only for us down here that, you know, we make that distinction between, like, Miami and fucking Pluto, which is everything north of Miami. That's might as well be another fucking planet, but what are you going to do, you know?
Yeah.
Cleveland's population, 16 Comepingas and a Walmart. Yep, that's absolutely correct. That's 100% correct. It's fucking Ohio, man.
Mail.
Eh? There's the International Swimming Hall of Fame in Fort Lauderdale. You see? Hermes.
Thank you, Hermes.
Hermes knows what the fuck we're talking about here.
Yeah, like the brand. Hermes.
Like what, the brand? You mean like the fucking...
The brand.
Like, you mean like the Greek god, right? The Greek god of messengers?
Exactly. That's what I meant. The messenger bag.
Do you see how you need to learn? Do you see where you are in your sphere, in your life right now? All you think about is brands and Hermes and Gucci and I like Chanel and I want to put it in my pussy. I went to wear Gucci panties. I went to wear Gucci panties. Donde tú estás en la cabeza? When I think about this shit, I say Hermes. I think, Greek philosophy and Greek mythology. You see where you need to go back to school?
When have you ever known me to be a brand whore? That's now. I'm saying,
please.
Hermes is a very well. It's a really.
I have a Louis V calzoncillo.
I appreciate good craftsmanship.
No, but there's no Vuitton. It's just Louis V.
Louis V. No, and it's spelled Luis. Oye, it's spelled Luis. Louis V. That's the Hialeah bootleg version, the one that you get over there in Hialeah. Oye, pero you know, speaking of bootleg bitches, I saw a picture today of fucking Khloe Kardashian in the Havana, Cuba today.
In the what?
She's in Havana, Cuba.
Oh, I know. I brought that up yesterday on the show that the Kardashians, Tony, if you don't know, the Kardashians are currently in Cuba. So there's a picture of Khloe floating around in front of a wall that's like clear, like in big letters says Fidel.
Yeah, what the fuck was that all about?
That's all you're going to say? That's your input?
No, I want to know.
Phone.
I want to. Well, I'm sorry.
Sorry, we have a show going on. Unprofessional.
Yo no puedo creer que la muy sapinga esa.
¿Quién?
La fucking Khloe Kardashian. She's taking a, it's so fucking that's why I hate those fucking people so much.
We're going to dedicate 2 shows to them.
That's why I fucking hate those people so much. Yeah, because they're on my fucking island, okay? And they're amongst my people right now. And you know what they're doing? She's over there. She's sucking on a big fat fucking cigar in her mouth like that. Una
cohiba.
Que it looks like, no, que cohiba no. Eso no es cohiba. Eso es un Carlito. Eso es una pinga de un negro de allá de Santa Clara que tiene una pinga de gruesa de 8 o 9 pulgadas que la tiene metida en la boca y él está chulo. Eso es lo que está fumando la jeva esa. Okay? Khloe Kardashian, please. She's over there. What the fuck is she doing over there under a fucking sign that says Fidel? Like, that just shows you what those vapid fucking bitches, what they have in there. Well, lo que tienen.
I mean, but you can't really be surprised. Like, come on.
Why? Because she's a fucking orphan?
I mean,
because she's the illegitimate child of somebody? Why? I don't understand.
She's an uneducated, like, white girl from Calabasas. Like, what is she supposed to know about, like, anything outside of, like, L.A.? Like, or anything about, like, any other culture that, like, the thing is, which is funny, because they're Armenian, and they're very big and very public about, like, people recognizing the Armenian genocide, but yet, when it has to do with other cultures.
Do you think they have any fucking idea what they went to Armenia? They went to Armenia one time, heard about the genocide, and then were like,
no. But they're trying to get because the United States doesn't what's it called? Doesn't address or doesn't say that Armenia had a genocide. They've never publicly like stated that Armenia's gone through a genocide. So they're always posting about that, which is fine. But it's like, if you want people to be sensitive towards your culture and, what your people went through, I think it's a little distasteful not to be as sympathetic towards people that not necessarily have gone through the same struggles, but, are people that have been oppressed by their countries.
I mean, yeah.
You're
absolutely. I am paying attention, Lily. Shut the fuck up. I understand that, but they're not exactly. Here's the thing about
you
that.
You could be a hoe and
they're trying. Yeah. Okay. So they've been really big about
for the United States
showing some sort of fucking bringing some sort of press to the Armenian genocide
cool.
and all
That's
of that shit. No, it's cool if it's done with some sort of dignity, or if it's done by somebody that has a fucking, that has some shred of integrity.
What?
But when it's coming from those fucking putas, okay, you might as well smear a bunch of bacalao and pussy juice all over the place, because what the fuck good is that?
Look,
I don't want any.
I'm no
fuck
fan
those
of them.
people.
And I don't think, they have a big voice and they have a large platform. I think it's cool that they're getting people that would never, wouldn't even know what happened in Armenia and don't even care. They're giving it press, and they are whores, but I don't think just because they're whores doesn't mean that, whores can't care about, topics.
Oh, yeah, listen, not for nothing, because I have nothing against whores. I love whores. And, if a whores, I have
whores
nothing.
That causes
I have nothing against whores, and I don't hold a whore, I don't hold a hoe's past or her whoredom to her, I don't hold her whoredom to reflect anything on her character per se. Just because she likes to give up, her boil doesn't make her a bad person. In fact, I'd argue that it makes her a great person. If anything, it helps her personality, as far as I'm concerned. It gives her 10, it exponentially helps her personality.
Their dignity.
But when it comes to stupid bitches, I don't got time for stupid bitches, and that stupid bitch is over there fucking, I don't even know, promoting the communism, and this romanticized view of Cuba, it's,
but don't you think that's a lot of
putting
Americans?
their brand attached to it. I just,
You don't think that's a lot of Americans' ideas?
I mean, I understand that, but it wouldn't bother me so much if they didn't have such a fucking big Miami connection. Because the Kardashians have a huge Miami connection. You know what I'm saying? They have a fucking store. They have all of the shit. They film down here. They have the show that they did down there.
Yeah.
Fuck those bitches.
But why is it when Jay-Z and Beyonce do it? Why is that okay?
It's not that it's okay. It's
because they're romanticizing it too.
They're not romanticizing it, because when Jay-Z and Beyonce went over there,
they went dressing like Cubans. They went in the
but
full garb.
But Jay-Z dresses like that anyway.
Okay,
Jay-Z dresses like a fucking Cuban.
I showed you a similar picture of Katy Perry, and you were attacking her for
it
dressing
was different.
Like that.
It's different. Why? When Jay-Z and Beyonce went there, they went during Art Basel, was before any of this shit, and they weren't looking for media attention. Jay-Z and Beyonce went over there without looking any sort of media attention. They went there over there on their own to look at some art made by I forgot his name, but it was a French artist and otro tipo ahí que hicieron tremenda fucking these huge murals in Havana. Those guys, those two went over there for that and for a cultural exchange. It was before any of this fucking media hype bullshit.
That was last year.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago during our battle. So that was different. And I'm told, they went over there to learn more about the culture. I don't,
you don't know
fucking
what these
fine.
people...
These people are going over there to exploit the fucking culture. They're going over there to exploit it.
But then you have to Conan, like Conan O'Brien. Why don't you condemn Conan for going over there exploiting the Cuban people as well? Why is it because it's a Kardashian?
Did you see that? No. Did you see that Conan special?
Yes, I did.
No, it was not exploiting anything.
But
Conan wasn't over there fucking taking pictures under Fidel Castro's fucking effigy or taking any fucking pictures, aggrandizing any of that nonsense.
Let me ask you.
No me jodas, Lily. Don't come with that bullshit que me vas a empingar en el 5 de mayo y te voy a dar una 5 patas por culo. ¿Oíste?
So if I'm in Russia and there's a statue of Stalin, and if I take a picture in front of Stalin, is that saying that I support Stalin and his regime? No, it's just there's
a big difference between taking a picture in Russia under a Stalin, fucking whatever, than it is in Cuba. Russia wasn't oppressed. Russia wasn't oppressed under communism. Cuba has been. Do you understand the difference, come mierda?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Bueno, anyway, Salchichón, vamos a hablar aquí un poquito, Anthony. So talk to me today about about what you got in the game, man. What do you think is going to happen, man?
Bro, they're underdogs again, bro.
Really?
Underdogs again by 4.5 points.
I love that bullshit.
When do we play?
Tonight.
And they're giving Cleveland the points on this one. I mean, Cleveland. The Toronto Raptors are giving them the points on this one too. So,
well, what do you have it at, Mijito? Because I remember last time that on the first round you had what was it? Who was it? You had Miami on the underdogs at the first round too.
Dude, games 3, 4, and 5 eran de madre, bro. How do you go from 123 points to 80 points, bro? I don't understand that shit. Pero para esto, bro, I don't know if Toronto's going to be able to bounce back, bro. When I saw game 1, I didn't see anybody. They had a tipo con a half-court shot ese, bro. Para mí, that was for the over-under, bro, to go over 191. Hey, whatever. They're favored tonight, and it's a heavy by 4.5 points. So, and a heavy favorite on that.
A heavy. Where is the game being held? Is it here or over there?
It's in Toronto, 8 o'clock.
Bueno, baby. Do you know why they had that heavy favorite? Is because they're over there, and you have Drake with his pussy juice trying to fucking lure our team into whatever.
The pheromones.
You want to hear something I read about interesting that was really cool?
What?
That Dwayne Wade. Se le salieron las lágrimas last week when he found out that Prince's favorite basketball player was Dwayne Wade.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was a report I read.
Wow.
He got
what
all
did he say?
What
did Prince say?
I mean, something that came out.
You don't have a fucking direct quote?
I mean, why would he's dead? How the fuck am I going to have a direct quote, Lily?
Because it's an interview, so
it was
you have
amongst
a fucking
his fucking people. They said they were asking him about, he was a fan of basketball, and they asked his friends. They go, no. And Prince was the biggest Dwayne Wade fan of all.
Really?
Like he was a huge Dwayne Wade fan. And that was his fucking his guy.
Wade, what did Dwayne Wade say?
He ain't gonna like the Timberwolves up there.
Dwayne Wade said that he had no idea. He didn't know, and he got really teary eyed because it meant a lot to him. I thought that was really nice. Cool.
Of course.
It just goes to show you that it's justified that that shows you how much what an amazing creative fucking like genius mind that Prince was. That you see that not only was he great in fucking music and everything, the expense of his genius just shows in everything else, even in his taste, where his favorite fucking player was a Miami Heat motherfucker. Para que tú veas. ¿Oíste?
Oh, rest in peace, Prince.
Rest in peace, Prince, for real, man.
I can't believe it. It's so weird to say it. It's like foreign to say it.
You know what? You look foreign today. What's with you? What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing a green robe. Well, over my jeans.
What is it with you?
Because I didn't have anything in my car like that. I didn't have sweaters, so this is like my robe.
Is it because
Can I finish my sentence?
No,
this is the robe that I wear after I leave the spa. So I'm like, let me. I didn't have any sweaters in the car, so I brought out my green aerial robe. Gotta keep it gangster on Cinco de Mayo.
Lily, nobody was listening to that. You should have just said titty. You should have just said tetas or something, and in the middle of that, and something with
tetas.
Yeah, exactly.
Big bollo.
Yeah. Okay. So did you do your job? Is there anything else in the news we can talk about, or are you just gonna start looking for it now?
No, I have other things.
Okay, what else is in the news?
No,
Right.
I do. Hold on. I have like a file of stuff. Hold on.
Lily, you know that we're on the fucking air, right?
You know
you're supposed to have all this shit ready beforehand, right?
Okay, fine. Fuck. Who's looking up stuff while we're on the air? Not me.
Lily, what are you doing, mijita? What are you doing?
I'm looking for my folder. Fuck.
Lily, this is shit you're supposed to have before the show starts.
I'm sorry, the computer shut down on me.
No, you're shutting down on me. I'm gonna shut you down.
No, literally the computer shut down.
Wait, bro, bust out the Don Julio already, bro. Let's just take
for
some
real.
shots.
No, pa la pinga.
Oh my
¿Y
God,
tú qué? Dime algo ahí, Tony. What's what anything on your front that we can you want to talk about? You know what I saw recently that fucking sucked? Deadpool.
What's that?
That movie Deadpool.
Really? You thought it
No,
sucked?
I didn't even see that shit.
Ah, man, I saw that movie Deadpool last night. Tremenda pinga. Te voy a decir la verdad. I thought it was going to be good. And
You think every movie sucks?
I just, I didn't understand what the fucking big deal. I mean, all it is a movie that has a bunch of guys. This one guy that likes to say a bunch of shit. I mean, it's just
likes to curse.
All it is a superhero movie
Rated R.
that curses and shows some titties and shit.
It's a rated R superhero film. And you know what's the sad part of it? Like, because it did so well, like that's gonna be the new model. Like,
which is okay. No, I'm completely fine.
They're gonna rip off.
I'm okay with that. I'm glad that they're going to show some, that it's going to be a little more adult. I mean, I'm okay with that as long as it's good. I just didn't find this funny. I think Ryan Reynolds was just a pain in the ass more than anything else.
I found his character a little annoying.
It was all he is.
But I thought he was funny. I
mean, don't get me wrong. I thought the parts with the big titties and the guy when she was the girl he was fucking. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I saw the movie.
I don't know who she is, but tenía una gana de rajarme una paja ahí.
That lady's a big whore.
I gotta see the movie.
Like in real life, like that lady. I was on TMZ. She was married. She filed for divorce and then she got pregnant. She was still married and she got pregnant with another guy's baby and then she divorced her husband and married that guy.
Well, look, like Michael and ass-kicking Arnie both telling me, you don't get it, you suck. I mean, what is there to get, man? I don't know. I'm not I still don't. Ass-kicking Arnie says it's still better than Batman versus Superman. I haven't seen that yet, but I'm gonna predict that yes, you're probably right. But I mean, for me, the pinnacle of comic book movies, maybe I've been spoiled because of that was the Christopher Nolan Batman series.
That's good.
Those 3 fucking movies set the bar so high for everything else that I judge everything by that. And then what comes in a very I mean that's not true, not very close, but a distant second would be the X-Men series. I think the X-Men series is very good too.
I like the Watchmen movie really a lot.
The Watchmen, okay, that's that maybe I should have gone to that. The Watchmen series is a very close second to the
it's just one
Batman
movie. It's a standalone, which I think they should have made more. But
Watchmen is a very good second, close second to the first to the 3 Dark Knight Christopher Nolan.
You know what other movie? But don't judge me. The original Batman.
Eso es una pinga.
The original Batman.
Eso es una pinga.
I love that.
Esa película was good when
the
it came.
Aesthetics.
I give it credit for what it was. Okay, it made it's why comic book movies exist now. It's the dawn of the new age of comic book movies and all of that shit.
Yeah.
But when you go back and watch it, I mean,
I was gonna watch
besides the aesthetic, besides the fact that the Joker looked cool and that the Batman looked cool and the car and all of that shit.
Yeah, the aesthetics are great. The costume.
Aside from if you listen to the fucking flow of the dialogue in that movie, eso es una pinga.
But you can't deny that that's the best Batman costume that's come out ever.
I don't know if it's the best.
It's the best.
I don't know if it's the best. It's definitely the coolest looking for. I mean, I don't know.
It's iconic. I love that
I'll
word.
give you that. It is definitely. It's the one that makes that you remember the most.
Yeah, other one I like, the Joel Schumer Batman.
It's a pinga. No, after the first. I mean, look, the one with the penguin was pretty good, and then that's it. Yeah.
But I don't
Eso es
like all
pinga.
those-
All of that shit was pinga.
But let
Eso
me
es
ask you,
pinga.
because you're more of a cinema guy. You're not a movie guy. You like cinema.
I mean,
like,
just because I like to film myself fucking whores doesn't make me a cinema guy, but thank you for the compliment. Go ahead.
I'm saying, like, the thing with the superhero movies, like, they're to the point. I was trying to watch the Avengers, the newest one, and I couldn't even get
Eso es
through it.
mierda también.
It's
Eso es
so
pinga.
brutal.
Mira, the Iron Man ones. I mean, look, there's a difference between. Look, there's movies that you can watch that are the comic book movies. I've labeled them into two different categories. Okay, you have the ones that you can watch that are really fucking that
Character driven?
Can I finish, mi amor?
I'm sorry.
The ones that are driven, that are story driven, not character driven. Story driven meaning that it's the story and the fact that they are that the fact that they're superheroes is just it's just kind of like. Yeah, it's like kind of secondary, It's like, yeah, oh, yeah, by the way, he's also El Batman, which is what? El Batman, by the way. That's the Puerto Rican version. Pero they have, like the Dark Knight series. In the Dark Knight series, it's more about the story than it is, this guy's fucking Batman. You know what I mean? No. The second one is the best one, obviously. I think that was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
The third one with Bane, it got a little, Bane's
The
voice. That Bane's voice was kind of fucking like
Even
whatever.
though Tom Hardy's the shit.
But it's a great fucking movie. It's still, nonetheless, it was amazing. But the comic-esque, qualities, if you will, were not prevalent as in the forefront of what the movie was supposed to be about. Whereas you watch a movie like fucking like the Avengers, it's all about the fucking mira este tipo the thing tiene una pinga hecha de hierro, el otro it's like whatever. You know what I mean? That's entertaining. It's self-serving. You're not gonna they're forgettable.
Yeah. Let me ask you, did you like The Phantom?
The original, The Phantom,
Like
the one
Billy
with Billy
Zane?
Zane?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that shit was great.
I like that one too.
That was
I kinda
good
liked,
shit.
I like the early '90s like take on.
What did you think about
superhero.
that, Tony? What are your thoughts on this comic book shit?
I don't watch any of those. Thank you.
Really? So what do you watch? Like, what
watch
type
none
of
that
movies do you
shit.
like?
I just watched No Country for Old Men on repeat 400 times.
That's a fucking good movie, man. That's a great movie. You want to talk about a fantastic? That's
it's
Anton Chigurh. That is the best fucking villain that's ever been on the fucking on the movie screen ever.
Do you think so?
I love Anton Chigurh. That's a book. That is a book by Cormac McCarthy. It's a book. It's a Western. Yeah, it's really good. It's fucking amazing, by the way. It's good shit. But
It's another good. What are the brothers called?
The Coen brothers.
The Coen brothers. The Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah, that was a
I
good
really
one.
love that one.
There's a new Coen brothers movie coming out.
Ooh, it already came out. The Caesar one. You got me into Coen brothers.
Yeah, the
movies.
Coen brothers are
so
good
good.
shit. Yeah.
I binge watched all of their movies.
Those guys have been consistently putting out good fucking movies forever.
Yeah.
It's great. But you know who hasn't?
Who?
The Wachowski brothers, or shall I say, the Wachowski sisters.
Yes.
The Wachowski sisters are fucking. Do you know who I'm talking about, Tony?
No.
Vaya, Tony, tú estás de pinga hoy, brother. ¿Qué tú haces con Tony? Tú no
What do you watch?
Tú no ves el televisor. You don't watch movies. Coño, me cago en día, viejo.
Do you listen to music?
Tony está eso
The
pinga.
Kentucky Derby, bro.
The Kentucky fucking
Days away from
Derby.
the fucking Derby, man. Come on now.
Pero qué pinga, is Seabiscuit running again? What the fuck is wrong with the
Seabiscuit.
Kentucky pinga?
Isn't it American Pharaoh?
No, but there's one called Gun Runner, dog.
Gun
dog.
Runner.
Yeah,
But
Gun
the
Runner,
Wisnotski,
Gun Runner.
I try to watch
That's the almost all-American horse I've ever heard in my life, bro. Gun Runner.
Are you sure it's not Russian? Qué pinga. Oye, yeah, the Wachowski sisters are because the Wachowski brothers, the guys that made The Matrix, they're no longer brothers.
They're sisters.
They both went into transition.
That's crazy. What are the chances of both brothers turning into women?
I don't know, man. I think that just goes to show you that LA is fucked up. LA will fuck your head up. They both went into LA. They made The Matrix, coño, tremendo cyber fucking punk, neo, cool shit that was going on in the 90s.
Steampunk.
And después, no, it's more cyber.
Like
steampunk stuff is more. You see how you're talking shit? It's more like
Hype,
1800s.
Yeah, I got
bullshit.
them confused.
This is more cyber futuristic, whatever. And then all of a sudden, like 10 years pass, and they both decide, you know what? Yo creo que yo soy jeva.
It's crazy.
They just decided. They said, yo creo que me quiero hacer las tetas. And they both went out and se hicieron las tetas. Both of them.
Yeah, like they went
Now they both got
full-blown.
big fucking titties and
One
green
looks
and
like-
green dreadlocks.
One looks like he's not the newer one. The first one looks
The
like he's
newer one.
The
The newer one. That's
the
what,
first one looks like he's like auditioning for like the Matrix Part 2.
They already made that one, Lily. It's
Part 2?
called, yes,
Oh, it's the second one, or the fourth.
You bro, at
least-
it is spectacular. It is just a fucking thing of I'm in awe in observing you talk about this. You say, "Oh, part 2. Oh yeah, that's part 2. Duh." Like I'm in awe watching you see this shit. Like you're a show in and of itself. I wish people could just watch you just stumbling over yourself, trying to figure yourself out.
I'm trying to have a conversation with you
with yourself
about movies. But did you see Jupiter Ascending?
No.
Good, you saved.
But
money.
I saw La Pinga Ascending. Do you want to see that?
No.
Tremendo crescendo.
You know what one I kind of liked? Cloud Atlas. That was a good one. I just think it went over people's head.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
Or 1 to Kardashian and fakeness, your pick.
Fine, you don't want to talk about movies?
From 1 to Caitlyn Jenner. No, it's true, man. Those fucking... esos dos se metieron a la...
What other bullshit you want to talk about? You don't want to be cultured? You want to talk about pingas and pussies and cunts and boyos and transgenders?
Ay, Lily.
Fine, you don't want to have a fucking... A conversation about culture and fucking cinema.
Ay, chica, ¿qué tú sabes de amor si nunca le has dado un beso a un caballo? ¿Qué tú sabes de película y un carajo? For you, your favorite movie is fucking Magic Mike. Dale pa' la pinga. Tú eres un bollo loco, cualquiera, vieja.
My favorite movie is Gone with the Wind.
Yeah,
and come in
Gone
second
with
place.
the Wind. Ese Gone with the Wind fue lo que tú te sentiste when you saw Magic Mike y te hiciste una paz.
I don't like that movie.
Carajo,
I like
Give me a
movies.
break.
Give
me a break. You're not fooling anybody.
I like good movies, come pinga. And I haven't even seen the Magic Mike movies. I don't like those movies.
Yeah, right.
Why? Because I'm a woman. I'm supposed to like that garbage.
No, because you haven't had a pinga in a long time, so that makes you feel like the thrill is back.
I guess. I like.
Oh yeah, Bachi Balls. What are you talking about? Warhorse. What is that? Is that what you? Is that the fucking nickname you have for your dick? What is that?
That's a movie.
No,
Go. That's a fucking movie.
Jodiendo conmigo. Bachi Balls se le pasa watching Secretariat.
No,
Seabiscuit. Dice el tipo.
That's an actual movie.
Mira, Susana aquí está hablando con Lily diciendo, tell him off. Gone with the Wind se comió un burrito y se le tiró un peo. Eso es verdad. Olvídate las películas, no joda, aparece en el E-Channel. Oye, yes, Lily, olvídate las películas y no joda, aparece en el E-Channel. You see that? I don't know. The E-Channel doesn't talk about movies.
I don't watch the fucking E-Channel.
Isn't the E-Channel the Kardashian channel?
Yeah, like the Kardashian hub.
Yeah,
I used to watch
shit.
E to watch Chelsea, which Chelsea's coming back on the air next week.
Oh, yeah?
On the Netflix.
She had a pretty good fucking show.
You like that show. I'm telling you because
like
you
that.
watch Chelsea.
I like Chelsea because she's the only talk show host that isn't afraid to show her tetas. Even though they're,
She's the only one that has tetas. Well, no, that's not true.
That's not necessarily
James
true.
Corden, the Late Show.
All right, thanks, Lily. That was a setup there, but you decided to fucking snake it. Thanks
a lot. You don't
need
even watch his
Never
show.
mind. All right, go ahead, Lily. Go ahead and set yourself up for your own jokes. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry that you didn't have an original
Lily.
thought. Sorry,
yeah,
that's
it was on the way.
Oh.
Look, listen to you. Mira los huevos que this girl has sprouted in the last 24 hours. Ay, qué linda la niña. Dale, go ahead, take over the show. Mira, es que más me voy pa la pinga porque I'm gonna go drink. So you and Butchie Balls can take over the show and let's see how great you do, Lily. Go ahead.
Why you can't have the woman taking over like your
No,
joke?
go ahead.
Hi, bro, relax. It's not that serious. Grim, he needs to take some meat. He's the one that seems to have 2 hands up his ass today. God. Oh, you really want me to take over? So, Tony, what else do you have in sports? Hello? Did you hear about LeBron?
I have nothing else to say.
I mean, are you familiar? Because I know you said that you're not familiar with movies. Have you ever seen Space Jam?
Did this guy go get the bottle? What is he doing?
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Yeah, I'm just hanging back here, man.
I was trying to set up a dialogue.
Go ahead.
Have you ever seen Space Jam?
The Lily Balls show.
Okay, Tony's not paying attention.
Oh, Lily, you gotta command the attention. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm talking directly to him, and he's not saying anything.
Ay, Dios mío, really. No, I can't hear her that well. That's why.
See, Pepe, I think my mic is.
Ven, Lily, que estás comiendo pinga?
What do you mean? I'm trying to. What the fuck? He can't hear me. That's not my fault. That's your shitty fucking. Your shitty.
No, you done. I mean, all I've seen you do right now is talk some shit, and I was like, go ahead, Lily.
I have a story, and I'm trying to fucking to have somebody.
Please do.
But
go ahead and share your story, please.
Okay, Pepe, have you seen Space Jam, the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know the one with the Looney Tunes and Michael Jordan?
Okay, you're going to waste more time describing the fucking movie that the whole world is seeing? Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know people,
go
saw
ahead.
a children's movie.
Tell us who else is in it.
LeBron is rumored to be the new Michael Jordan for the new Space Jam 2 movie. Oh, how do you feel about that? Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm indifferent.
You're indifferent. What a great answer. That's my answer for everything. I'm indifferent.
Done? That's it? You're done? You give up?
Keeping a give off. I'm fucking talking.
Pepe, aren't you afraid that having so many women, you would turn gay one day? I mean, if by gay you mean happy, it happened a long time ago. I mean, I've been happy for hace tiempo. I mean, what am I going to tell you? Pero, no, not at all. I mean, I don't think an overabundance of pussy is ever going to make me love a dick anymore, or, you know what I mean? So, I got to say, Susana, that's a negative on that one. Oíste? Speaking of loving dicks, and speaking of loving dicks, let's talk a little bit more about Drake tonight at the Toronto game. I am going to predict, because there's something inside in me that tells me that once fucking Toronto loses, okay, Drake is going to, because Drake is a big fanboy of LeBron and the Cleveland and all that shit, right? So what is
fanboy?
He is. He's like a little fanboy. He's like a little fanboy of the. He hangs off LeBron's ball sack like a fucking Christmas ornament. So I want to know if after Toronto loses this round, is he gonna jump ship from Toronto to Cleveland to start rooting on Cleveland to beat Miami because we fucking destroyed their team? What do you think, Tony?
I don't know. Well, I don't want the fucking Heat to lose, but imagine if Toronto somehow wins. Whose side is he going to be on if it's Cleveland and Toronto? That's what I want.
Por favor, viejo, that's easy.
Which morrongos?
I mean, that's easy to fucking tell you, man. Hey, people, eso te lo voy a decir right now, mi socio. Eso ahora mismo te lo digo. He's going to be sucking on the LeBron pinga. There's no doubt in anybody's mind that that's going to happen. You don't think that that's what he's going to fucking... Of course that's what's going to happen, man. What do you think? You think that Drake is going to? You think Drake is stupid? You think he's going to give up that look that every time he gets into some place that LeBron gives him that high five and makes his vagina whistle a little bit like that? You think that he's going to give that shit up? Get out of here, man. Chris Bosh is playing a game with the Looney Tunes to get the Heat talent back. Oye, Lily, you sound like a recepcionista del Crossway de Okeechobee.
I haven't even said anything in the last 5 minutes.
Eso te lo dijo Pinga Dulce para que lo sepan, so you know it's true.
Oh, okay. Must be true.
Pinga Dulce has come into our graces to give us...
I'm indifferent about that statement.
About what? About Pinga Dulce?
No, about that whole statement.
Which one?
The statement that Pinga Dulce said.
Are you going to fucking address it, or do you have no idea what I'm talking about?
I have a fucking computer
Tú
screen.
Estás comiendo pinga y no sabes dónde estás parada. Oye, los dos están de coño su madre.
What do you mean? I'm present. I'm here.
I'm present.
I'm talking to you about fucking stories and shit that we're doing.
No me diga, mi niña.
I'm talking to you about shitty movies and shitty
people. Sí, está bien eso, coño. Qué rico, chica. Qué rico vivir en la fantasía, esa. Mira.
Oh.
Mira, aquí lo tienes. Aquí te lo doy de nuevo.
Quisiera ser un pez para tocar mi nariz en tu pecera.
That's a horrible video.
Y hacer burbujas y amor por donde quiera.
Can you play some Luis Miguel to get me in the mood?
Pasar la noche en vela.
Huh?
¿Viste? Ahí lo tiene. Ahí. Esa es la canción de Drake. Cada vez que ve al LeBron y, now that he's tickling his asshole.
Can you put some romance music, some Luis Miguel?
That is fucking romantic, Lily. We already went over this
shit.
The
Mexican fucking national star, some Luis Miguel.
I mean, for that, I'll play Los Tigres del Norte.
Isn't she like Peruvian?
Who?
Oh, they're La Tigres. What
are you fucking... Lily, ¿dónde pinga tú estás parada, mijita?
Ay, bro. That song, Israel, bonita Israel. That song that you show me, La Tigre.
Oye, esta niña
You're going to act like you didn't show me that horrible song?
Esta niña está parada. Yo no sé dónde
listen,
pinga.
look at me when you talk
I don't know
to
where
me.
I don't know where Lily gets her. Lily, shut the fuck up! Ya, cállate la boca. Por favor, por el amor de Dios, me tiene loco.
Can you stop?
Ya estás hablando mierda. Por tu madre.
Can you handle your show and you?
Yes, I am. I'm trying to, but all I hear is. Coño, you sound like a fucking 16-year-old first car in Miami.
First car.
Yeah, the first car a 16-year-old Juanito gets here in Flagler. You know what I'm talking about, Tony, with those fucking cherry bomb mufflers?
Yeah, Chevy Cobalt.
It's a Honda Civic. Oye, bro, ya yo tengo una ganas de coger nota, Tony. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm cutting the show out early today, mi gente. Happy 5 de mayo, 5 de Bollo. Vete a cingar hoy. Vaya a disfrutar. Y te voy a dar el heads up.
Para hablar, Pepe.
Oh, na pinga, Héctor. Mira quién está aquí, Héctor. ¿Qué vuelta, Héctor?
Oye, estoy aquí borracho, fumado, vapeando con el vapor. Ay, qué rico te necesito.
Oye, Héctor, Tony no te tiene trabajando, mijito. Tú no sabes allá qué pinga tú estás haciendo allá, bro.
Y él ni tiene un cuarto para poner drywall, lo que tiene es una mierda aquí, pero no me importa, me paga.
Entonces tú estás parado ahí comiendo mierda y rompiendo zapatos, ¿eh? No, qué vida más rica tuya, bro. Coño, qué rico, vaya, para tu madre.
Tanto, eso es lo que está tomando la flaca, algo así.
Tony está fumando flaca. Oíste, Lily, Tony smoking flaca. Oye, dice, Bachi Balls. Dice Héctor que está, you're smoking flaca. Qué pinga, brother. No wonder you're so fucking happy today. Oye, bueno, mi gente, los quiero y me quedo corto. Los vemos mañana. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/PepeBillete. Que like us on Twitter, or the other way around, twitter.com/@PepeBillete. And on Instagram, Pepe Billete VPOP. Follow Bachi Balls on Twitter, which is @BachiBalls. Y la Lily. Go ahead, Lily.
You know it.
Ajá, eso mismo, Lily. So Lily the intern on Twitter and Lily la antigua _ on
G.
On Instagram. Bueno, mi gente, los quiero y me quedo corto. Mañana I might not be on the fucking show porque voy a tener una nota de pinga. So let's see what happens, man. It's going to be the roll of the dice. And Tony Bachi Balls, you ready to do the show tomorrow with Lily by yourselves if I'm too drunk?
Yes, I am.
You sure? Okay, brother. I'm going to hold you to that one. Bueno, mi gente, los quiero y me quedo corto y aquí los dejo de nuevo con la burbuja de amor.